Is Control a dead archetype in CEDH? Can Control still hold its own at a CEDH table? You'll find out in this very first episode of Masterpieces, kicking off right now. Welcome to Masterpieces, Playing with Power series where we take different decks and put them through a wide variety of different scenarios. We are always looking for decks that can be considered what we call a masterpiece. Masterpieces would not be possible without our partners, TCG Player and Dragon Shield. TCG Player is the best when it comes to purchasing your cards online. You get the best prices and support local game stores while doing so. You should check out their subscription service. When you subscribe, you get free shipping on all direct orders. Your orders also ship first, meaning you'll get your cards just in time for the next tournament. You'll also earn up to 3% in store credit on all products across TCG Player. If you sign up with my link in the description, you'll also receive a $6.99 store credit, making your first month entirely free. Check out TCG Player today. Dragon Shield is the best in the business when it comes to accessories. Playing with Power has been using them for years, even before they became a sponsor. We love their strength, durability, and great value. They have a variety of colors and awesome designs. There is something for everyone, so be sure to purchase Dragon Shield products and protect your cards today. In the ring tonight, we are asking whether or not Control is still a viable archetype at the CEDH table. So we're bringing a challenger into the ring who knows their way around Control in CEDH.
Hey, my name is Greg. I've been playing CEDH since late 2018, early 2019, and I'm here to battle Playing with Power and show them that Curious Control isn't a terrible deck. It's been my favorite list for a couple years, and I've been playing it non-stop.
Greg has the qualifications to get in the ring, but we are not going to make it easy on him. He is going to have to fight through some tough competition. So, let's start out by showcasing our fighters this evening.
Hey, I'm Cal from Playing with Power. I've been playing CEDH. I've been dabbling in it since about 2016. Took COVID off, and then these guys picked me up, and I started playing again. Meta was totally different, and I'm terrible. Tonight, I brought Temur Pirates. It's a mid-range, really heavy creature-based deck that has Malcolm in the command zone. Uses it in conjunction with Glinthorn Buccaneer to combo out the table.
My name is Mike. I'm here representing Playing with Power. I've been playing CEDH for 3 years, and tonight I brought Rocco because I feel like it's a very powerful deck. Early game, late game, I feel like it can do just about anything you want.
Hey everyone, Zach here. I'm one of the members of Playing with Power. I've been playing CEDH since roughly 2019 or so. Right about the time I met these guys and started hanging out with them and got into the format and all that. So today I'm bringing Blue Farm, aka Tin of the Weaver and Crom with Ludovic's Opus. It's also Sans Green, meaning it doesn't have to play green, but it plays all 4 other colors. This deck is really just playing, 4-color soup of all the best cards in the format with the best win cons. Very compact, very lean, very good, very fun. If you like powerful magic, Blue Farm is the deck for you. And I'm bringing it today just because it's A, really powerful, B, I like playing it a lot, and C, I want to kick Greg's butt.
Looks like there's nothing left to do except for to let our fighters kick it off. They Rochambeau to see who goes first, and Greg gets to start us off.
Pre-game action, I'm going to play Gemstone Caverns. I'm going to exile this in Neo form.
I will draw a card for turn. We're going to go to Tropical Island. I'll tap it for a Soul Ring. And then I will tap that Soul Ring, baby, for it. Give me your signet.
Well, untap, upkeep, and draw. I'm going to play this Windswept Heath. I'm going to go ahead and pay a life and crack it. I'm going to get this Tropical Island. I'm going to cast everyone's favorite card.
Dockside.
Sylvan Library.
I pass on, yeah.
Everyone's favorite one.
I will pass the turn.
We'll go to my turn. Untap, upkeep,
Is
draw.
what spell snares for?
Alright, I have a Volcanic Island,
Yeah.
and everyone's favorite mystical
Thank
Mortar.
goodness.
I'll pass the turn.
Fish pact, everybody. Can we do a fish pact?
What's a fish pact?
I'm gonna play a Taiga. I'm gonna cast a creature. It's an Elvish Mystic.
Yeah, seems good.
Wait, that doesn't trigger my Mystic Remora.
Yeah.
You want to try again?
Untap, upkeep, no upkeep triggers, draw a card per turn. I will play a Windswept Heath. Yeah, I will crack that Windswept Heath. I will play Bio. I'll cast a Thrasios, Triton hero.
I will untap. Nothing happens in my upkeep and in my draw phase. I'm gonna go ahead and draw 2 additional cards. As is tradition, I will keep both. Play a Taiga. I'm gonna play this Jewel Lotus.
Gas. There's a Remora trigger.
I will not pay for it.
Already drawn.
Crack my Jewel Lotus for triple blue. And then I would like to cast Malcolm, T9 Navigator.
Okay, I'm going to my turn. I'm going to untap, upkeep. This will get a counter, and I will pay for my Mystic Remora.
Seems good.
Go to my draw step, draw. I'm going to play a Bloodstained Mire as my land for turn. Think I will crack it and pay a life. Any response?
Response to the Bloodstained Mire, I will flash in an opposition agent.
I will pay a green and cast this Will Tutor.
There is a Mystic Remora trigger.
That is correct.
Am I good to draw?
Oh yeah.
Go with me.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna search up this Glinthorn Buccaneer onto the top of my library.
I'm going to show you a Force of Will, pitching Jitaxian Probe, paying a life. Targeting opposition agent.
Yeah,
I'll pass on that.
that's good with me.
I'll get a Scrub Land. Like this, and cast a Soul Ring. If Soul Ring's good, I'm going to pass a turn.
Yep. Tap. Draw.
I will shock in a Temple Garden. I will cast Hero Recruiter. I'll reveal a Dockside Extortionist and put it into my hand.
No way.
Pass the turn.
I will untap. Upkeep, I have 0 upkeep triggers, and I will draw a card. Pass the turn.
The eternal problem of trying to play control in CEDH.
Yeah, you get priority.
Everybody really relies on you. I'm gonna untap, no effects on my upkeep, and then I will draw 2 additional cards during my draw step through Sylvan Library. I'm gonna take 8 once again to keep the 2 extra. How's this? I'm gonna cast Dockside Extortionist.
No.
All right, ETB, put Mike into play. 5 mics. I control 5 mics. Yeah, I think I just is supposed to make this as safe as possible, right? Crack my treasures for 3 blue. I'd like to cast Spellseeker. I will search up a Pact of Negation into my hand. Shock this Steam Vents. And then I'm going to exile a Simeon Spirit Guide for red.
Wow.
And then tap my 2 lands and I'd like to cast Glinthorn. Okay.
I pass.
I pass on
Oh, no. If you want me to interact with Glinthorn, it has to be on the stack.
It has to be on the stack.
I don't have anything that deals with Glinthorn.
I can't deal with Glinthorn on the stack. I can fire.
have-
I have a Limdul's Vault. I can fire that off
I have-
and give you a draw trigger, but that's all I can do. So Glinthorn is, I think, it's going to resolve.
Yeah,
I'm
Glinthorn
passing Glinthorn.
resolved. I would like to attempt to move to combat.
I will tap 2 mana, cast Abrupt Decay. Target Glinthorn Buccaneer.
Remora trigger.
Yeah,
can
that's
round that way.
pretty decent.
I know you just searched for Pact, and that doesn't
Yeah,
deal with
obviously
this. So.
I can't
Are you going
do much
to-
about that.
Am I good to draw for Remora?
Yes, you are. Yeah, my Glinthorn Buccaneer will simply go to the graveyard.
Wow.
Yeah.
Dusted.
Got me.
Okay.
Boom. I will.
bada bam.
I'm gonna go to combat. No, I'm gonna send it at Zach. Malcolm hit Zach, so I will create a treasure because a pirate dealt damage to an opponent. And in my second main phase, I will crack the rest of my treasures, and I'll play Lightning Rig Crew. Talking about having a lot of mana. I'll pass the turn.
Okay, I will untap, upkeep. Remora will trigger, and I guess I'll pay for it with the Soul Ring. I guess. We'll draw for the turn. Play a Spire of Industry as my lane for turn. I'm gonna cast an Esper Sentinel. Lose a life here. I'll cast Draenith Magistrate. Draenith is good. I'm gonna pass the
Yeah,
turn.
that deals with Rocco. I'm happy.
I'm gonna untap and draw. I'll play a Forbidden Orchard,
Seems good.
and I will just cast the Dockside.
Yeah.
I'll just pass turn after that.
Pass turn. I'm gonna do something on your end step.
Smells like Limdul's Vault.
Smells like a Limdul's Vault. Tastes like a Limdul's Vault. It is a Limdul's Vault. Cast that.
Triggers.
Yeah, you can draw.
2 draw, 2 cards.
I'm gonna go ahead.
It's a blue card on the stack. You can interact.
I'm gonna go ahead and resolve this Limdul's Vault.
Yes. 5 cards of your library as many times as you wish. Paying a life for each time you wish to look again. I bet he's gonna get a Force of Negation.
Probably a Dockside for 1 million.
He's got enough life to go through his deck multiple times if he so chooses.
I'm looking for 1 card.
He's looking for Seed Farm Muse. I can tell you that.
CDM's pretty gas on this board.
Yep. Thrasios, Passios.
I'm trying, guys. I swear.
First pile.
No. First pile was bad. I might actually have to redo this.
Not that much more.
Jesus. Very last card.
I swear. I will cry.
Did you put it in the deck?
Almost positive. No way.
What is happening? So you're paying 17 life for this.
Yes. I'll put him back as so.
Yep.
Losing 17 life, I will untap. I will draw a card for turn. Tap Arcane Signet and Soul Ring. I'll cast a Decklists. I dug real deep.
Yep, I will pass.
It's a really.
It's a lot.
You're totally right. I'll pass an ATB.
Woo! 14 mana side.
I'm not winning this game by cracking all the treasures.
You said it. All right. I'm gonna crack six treasures. Cast a Niv Mizzet Perun. For Niv Mizzet, I would like to spend. Ooh, this is awesome. 1 to activate Dimir Signet and 2 more mana. 4 mana, I'll activate Thrasios. I'll look at the top card of my library. I'll scry that to the top. We'll flip and reveal a Seaborn Muse. That will draw, and then I'll trigger Niv Mizzet. Niv Mizzet trigger, I'll deal 1 damage to the Esper Sentinel.
Seems good.
We'll cast a Seaborn Muse.
No. He didn't crack 7 treasures in fucking Dockside.
All right, well. Hey, I said the difference between 7 and 14 wasn't that bad. Well, that's the difference between 7 and 14.
Hold on. This is on the stack. We're not.
The Seaborn Muse on the stack, yeah.
We cannot let this stand.
I'm not.
I'm playing 9, right? 7 cards.
Oh, what happened to your treasures?
You cracked them for lightning.
Oh, so you
Lightning Rig
you
Crew.
can't cast pack.
I
You
can cast
can.
Pact Negation.
You can.
I will not.
Oh, you can because
I'm not interested in blowing out my entire turn.
Because he's gonna have to untap, upkeep, activate lightning.
Yeah. That makes 3 treasures though.
But I can respond to the activation by activating Thrasios twice, killing Malcolm, sticking him with the pack trigger.
That is correct.
So I would like to pass the turn.
All right, I will untap.
I will untap with you.
2 extra cards. I'm gonna keep one of these cards. I'm gonna tap 3. I'd like to cast Tandem Lookout. All right, ETB, Soul Bond with Lightning Rig Crew. I'd like to activate Lightning Rig Crew.
I'd like to respond to the activation.
I'm sure you would.
There it is.
If priority gets to me, I'd like to activate Thrasios.
Yep.
So I would like to look at the top card of my library. I'll leave that on top, and I will flip and reveal a Fire Covenant.
Yep.
I will draw, trigger Niv Mizzet Perun. I will deal 1 damage to Tandem Lookout.
Yep, seems good.
And I will cast a Fire Covenant. Yeah,
Sure.
so I'll pay a 6 life.
6. Okay. Remora trigger.
More trigger.
I'll draw.
My own Niv trigger, I will draw a card, trigger Niv Mizzet for damage. I'll point a 2nd damage at Dockside.
Yeah, whatever, I'll pact.
Pact. Perfect.
Targeting Fire Covenant.
Triggers.
Obviously, you can draw.
Niv happens first.
Niv happened first.
Yeah, that's correct.
I want to respond to the Niv trigger.
Oh,
Red Blast for Niv.
No, I wish. I'm gonna cast Veil Summon for the creatures.
Am I good to draw for Remora?
You are gonna draw.
Off of Veil Summary. Yes.
Off of Veil, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. And then I got a Niv trigger on the Veil.
Yep.
I will draw. I have a Niv trigger. I will point a damage at the Malcolm.
Sure.
Pacts and Negations. Niv Mizzet trigger on the stack?
I have
Veil.
Oh, Veil.
Veil Summer.
Yeah, that can as well.
Okay.
Draw.
I was hoping to draw something sweet and instant speed.
Pacts and Negations Niv trigger.
Yep.
I will draw. Trigger Niv. I will deal a 2nd damage to Malcolm.
Malcolm will die.
Putting it in the graveyard?
That's a great question.
Nah.
To the command
I'll send
zone.
Malcolm to the command zone.
So I'll draw.
Pact can counter Fire Covenant.
They got countered, yeah.
My
Yeah.
Dockside lives.
Yep. Is the stack clear now?
And everybody takes a damage from Lightning Rig Crew.
Lightning Rig Crew. Alright.
And he doesn't draw 3, and he doesn't make 3 treasures. So.
Welcome to CEDH. Activated creature ability, 9 things happen.
Now,
Quick,
getting rid,
everybody start casting spells.
getting rid of the Seedborn here would help a lot. You wanna draw me a card?
I can't do that. I'm gonna pass the turn.
Okay. Alright. Yeah, this on top I think is the one that ends us.
On tap. I'm gonna respond to my Remora trigger and cast a Mystical Tutor.
Trigger Niv Mizzet Perun. I will draw. I will deal a damage to Zach off the Mystical Tutor.
Mystical Tutor is going to find a Toxic Deluge and put it on the top of my library. Remora trigger on the stack, I will decline to pay for Remora. I'm gonna play a Tundra for my land for turn. Cast this Toxic Deluge. How big's Niv? 5?
5.
I don't think you can pump it in any way, but I'm gonna pay 6 life anyways.
Okay, you'll pay 6 life.
That's fair.
On cast of Toxic Deluge, there's going to be a Niv Mizzet trigger.
Yep.
I will draw a card, trigger Niv Mizzet again, and I'll deal a damage to your face, send you down to 26. On tap of blue, I'll cast a miscast. Trigger Niv Mizzet Perun.
Cast a Swan Song.
Nah, Niv trigger. I will draw off of that. I will trigger Niv again. I'll deal damage to face, send you to 25.
So
Yeah.
Swan Song.
Swan Song is the top card. I'm going to activate Thrasios in response. I will tap 4 mana.
Yep.
We'll tap it like this.
Yeah, that seems correct.
And I
He's
will.
got 2 treasures.
I'll activate Thrasios.
right.
I'll look at the top card of my library. We'll scry that to
Highland
Flip and reveal Mox Amber.
Even better.
I will draw. Deal another damage to you. I'll tap 2 and I'll cast a Dramatic Reversal.
Oh,
Dramatic Reversal?
That's
Yeah.
Niv trigger.
no trigger.
There's a Niv trigger.
Respond. I'll pay a life to Spire of Industry and Flusterstorm. I'm going to put 3 copies on Miscast and 2 on Dramatic Reversal.
Niv Mizzet trigger. I would like to draw. Niv Mizzet for damage. I'll hit you down to 22. Cast Demonic Consultation.
Consultation.
Trigger Niv Mizzet.
Sure.
I would like to draw a card.
Yeah.
I will deal a damage to you.
Oh.
Consult,
That's all on
naming,
stack.
Mindbreak Trap. All right. It's 6 cards, correct?
Yep.
Gotta reel them top 6 one at a time.
No Mindbreak Trap.
Oh, dig through time.
Take their time. Days. Oh. Pluto Delta. Talisman of
Bottom
Curiosity.
card.
Assassin's Trophy. I hope not. Swan Song. But on my luck, Thassa's Oracle. Oh, nice one going.
Rip.
Scalding Tarn. Mana Crypt. Birds. Mindbreak Trap.
Oh.
Sweet. So I still have stuff left in
I was
the
about
deck.
to say, there's definitely still stuff left in the deck.
Find a
A lot
Mindbreak
of
Trap.
exiled cards.
Cast a Mindbreak Trap, targeting everything on your side. I will draw. I will deal damage to you. So Mindbreak Trap will exile all of Flusterstorm,
all of my spells.
Swan Song, and that. And then I've got the Niv trigger for Dramatic Reversal.
Yes.
Dramatic Reversal, and then the Niv trigger underneath that, I think. So we'll do the Niv Mizzet trigger. We'll draw. That will deal damage to face on D19. Dramatic Reversal. Untap my non-land permanents. And then another Niv Mizzet trigger. And then Miscast, which totally fizzles. You're taking damage.
Yeah.
Yep. And that is good with me.
Any other effects?
I pass the turn.
I'm going to activate Thrasios on here instead. I'm going to scry this card to the bottom, and then we will flip and reveal a Flusterstorm of my own.
Nice.
Trigger, take damage.
I'll drop a turn. Play a Palazzo. Pass the turn.
I'll show you Thrasios activation.
Yeah.
I'll get the top card of my library. We'll scry that to the bottom. We'll flip and reveal a Noxious Survival. Off the Niv Mizzet trigger, Zach, you'll take a damage.
Okay.
I will tap a green, still on end step, cast a Noxious Survival. I'll target my Limdual's Vault on top off the Noxious Survival. Untap, upkeep, draw Limdual's Vault for turn. Niv Mizzet trigger, deal 1 damage to Zach. Play this Underground Sea. I'll cast a Mox Diamond, discarding a City of Brass. I'll cast a Mox Amber. I'll spend 2 mana and cast a Talisman of Creativity.
Sure.
I'll move to combat. Yeah, declare attacks, all creatures at Zach.
Okay.
Yep.
I guess I will block your Seedborn Muse with my Draenith Magistrate.
All right.
Take 7.
Take 7 damage. I'll cast a Limdual's Vault in my second main phase. Trigger Niv Mizzet. Draw a card. Deal a damage to you, Zach. I did a cast Limdual's Vault and repeat it 1 time. Pay 1 life.
Best Limdual's Vault ever.
I will just pass the turn. We'll do that.
Untap.
Untap with you.
Very relevant.
Upkeep. My pack trigger goes onto the stack.
I will respond to your back trigger.
Very
I'll
good.
activate Thrasios. I'll look at the top card of my library. I'll leave it there. I'll flip and reveal a Force of Will.
Sure.
Draw that. Zach, take damage.
Ping me.
Nope.
Yep, I cannot pay 5 mana. I will die.
I will show another Thrasios activation as the final round of priority. Look at the top card of my library. I'll leave that there. We'll flip and reveal a Gataxian Probe. Trigger Mike. I will deal a damage to your Elvish Mystic. I'm gonna have to start getting on the ground on you.
Good to go. My turn. All right.
I'll untap with you.
I'll go to untap, upkeep. I will draw for the turn. Play a Windswept Heath. Tap for 2. I'm gonna cast a Ledger Shredder. Pass the turn.
I will activate Thrasios. I will look at the top card of my library. I will scry that card to the bottom, actually. Flip and reveal a Rhystic Study and draw it. I'll deal 1 damage to you, put you down to 5. I will activate Thrasios to look at the top card of my library. I will scry that to the bottom. Flip and reveal a Mystical Tutor. Drawing. Mike, I will deal a damage to you. I'll cast the Mystical Tutor. Trigger Niv Mizzet Prune. I will
Trigger now.
draw and deal a damage to you. I'll reveal a delay. Delay to the top of my library. And then we can pass to your turn.
Sure.
I will untap. We untap together.
Yeah, I'm tapping with you.
Ooh,
How exciting.
Yep.
I'll pass turn.
All right, Thrasios activations. We're gonna do one. I'll flip and reveal delay into my hand. Deal damage to you, Mike. We're gonna do 2. Activate Thrasios at the top part of my library. Flip and reveal and offer. Can't refuse into hand to deal another damage to you. Move to my turn. Untap. Upkeep. No upkeep triggers. I will draw a card for turn. Trigger Niv Mizzet, deal damage to you. I'll play this Morphic Pool. I will go to combat. I'm gonna swing Thrasios, Dockside, Niv Mizzet, and Seedborn Muse in your direction.
I will declare no blocks.
I'll tap Tropical Island, cast Gataxian Probe, targeting Zach, Niv Mizzet trigger on the stack.
I'll flood a colorless. I'll lose a life.
Uh-oh. Where's
Cast
the
Tin
danger
Impact.
zone?
Trigger Niv Mizzet Prune. Or I will draw a card and then deal damage to you. Cast Negate, trigger Niv Mizzet Prune.
Okay, you cast Negate. That's going to be a Ledger Shredder trigger along with your Niv. Good to let Ledger Shredder resolve.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to draw and then connive, discarding an Ancient Tomb. I will not get a counter on Ledger Shredder.
The Niv Mizzet trigger for Negate. I will draw.
Good, yeah.
Trigger Niv Mizzet, deal a damage to your face. Put you to 2.
There is literally nothing I can do because I know what's in your hand, and I will die before any of it happens.
Oh,
so I'm going to let this resolve. Just say it's all resolved. So this will get countered. Tainted Pact gets countered by Negate.
Yep, Niv Mizzet trigger, I will draw, targeting you. Gataxian Probe, looking at your hand.
Okay. You can look at my hand.
Cool. You can have it back.
Oh.
Yep, I will draw a card off of Gataxian Probe and Niv Mizzet trigger, deal lethal damage to you. I'm gonna tap black mana, cast a Vampiric Tutor. Niv Mizzet trigger on Vampiric Tutor, I will draw, trigger the Niv Mizzet again, deal damage to you. Vampiric Tutor on the stack, lose 2 life, search for a card, put that on top, activate Thrasios. I'll look at the top card of my library, leave it on top, flip and reveal a Curiosity. Trigger Niv Mizzet Prune, deal damage to you. Cast Curiosity, enchanting Niv Mizzet Prune. If that resolves, I'll tap Mox Diamond for an Imperial Seal.
You should have like 28 or maybe
1,
30.
2, 3, 4,
Is it
5,
cooking
6,
liver
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I'm drawing all these cards. 17, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. 3 cards left.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
I will die.
Yeah, GG.
Okay.
Good games.
What an unbelievable display by Greg and his Curious Control deck. I think we can say unequivocally that his deck is a masterpiece.
Ha! Got there. Niv Mizzet is an amazing card. Honestly, I have no idea how I got here. They just kind of fell for mind tricks. It worked. This game is a perfect example of why you sacrifice your treasures in response to someone else's dockside.
Well, Greg got there. I mean, Control, pretty interesting archetype in CEDH. He's a great pilot. Maybe I do need to sleeve Rashmi up again.
Man, guys, really tried my best tonight, but wasn't able to pull it out. Congrats to Greg on his win. Slimy little guy got there, But, at the end of the day, it's all for fun. We had a great time, and, can't wait to have Greg back again to play some more.
Oh, follow my social media accounts. I'm on Twitter at Curious Control. I'm on Moxfield at Curious Control. I'm on Spotify at Curious Control. I don't know. All of my social medias are Curious Control. You can find me there. I'm launching a podcast soon. It's going to be called the Pass Priority Podcast. Stuff should be on Twitter by the time this episode is live. Yeah, hope you'll listen.
Do you think Control is still viable? What should we play next? Let us know in the comments below. Well, that about wraps it up for this first episode of Masterpieces. A big shout out again to our partners TCG Player and Dragon Shield. Check out their links in the description below and help support this new series. Also, be sure to subscribe, comment, like, and ring the bell to be notified of more content. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next time.
We're good? We're on there.
Hi, my name is
My name is Gerd.
Gerd.
That's our camera, by the way.
But we said wow. Did you just say wow? Are we allowed to be impressed by it?
do that if you'd like.
Wow.
Wow.
Hey, I'm Cal from Playing with Power. What was that?
What'd you do? Was it real?
Chair fell.
You'll have that.
No, the prop wall.
Hey, that card blows.
Outside help. No outside information, you're dead.
Oh yeah. So today I'm here representing Curious Control and all 14 people who play the deck. I should be honest, there's like 3 of us. But I'd like to shout out Drake Sassner for making fun of this deck for months.
Amen.
Drake Sassner.
Sassner.
Drink Sassy Daddy.
And we don't need to know one where you had a victory because you didn't win.
And I won the last game, 1 turn, 2 pitches.